God. This rainbow. Look at the size of this brown right here. Look at the hook jaw on that. This big male. Holy Toledo. There's another big one down there too. Big brown. Wow. Holy crap. What is going on, everyone? John Pascavage here, and I just left the Bass Pro Shops here in Auburn, New York, picking up a few things for the BFL on Cayuga Lake tomorrow. It's the Super Tournament. I'm currently sitting in 4th in the overall points on the co-angler side, and I need to crack that top 45 in overall points to advance to the regional, which will be on the James River in October. So it's Cayuga Lake. It's a place I've struggled to put 2 good days together there ever. You've seen me in the past fish some of the TBF events, the TBF PA State Championships on the boater side actually. But I always have that one good day, and the other day I can barely scrape by. So I'm hoping to kind of learn some more about that lake. Maybe something that, you know, I can kind of work into my own fishing on that lake. And of course, looking to catch some fish here. Also, you're gonna notice here that I drove my truck up today and not what I call the co-mobile. That's because, well, I was down at the beach earlier this week. It was our family vacation, and we went down to Fenwick Island, Delaware. We went down Saturday, Gretchen, myself, some of my family, and had a great time, and drove back yesterday evening, Thursday night, and I drove up here today. So it was a wonderful time. Had some great food, probably ate way too many calories, and if you've been watching me or following me on Facebook or Instagram or anything like that, any of the other social media, you've seen that I did some surf fishing and caught some nice fish, caught some bluefish, caught a stingray, and a few other things. And we also went on a deep sea fishing boat and caught a bunch of sea bass. So we're gonna make those next week. Looking forward to that. But only downside was that the co-mobile, the vehicle you usually see me driving, now first of all, the oil light went on. I think that's just because it's kind of getting to that point where it's time for another oil change. But also I noticed that there was a clicking sound in the engine, a ticking sound or something. So I didn't want to risk that, seeing as how, you know, I'm committed to this tournament and I have to be there and I got to get there on time. So I just figured I'd, you know, drive the truck, eat the extra little bit of gas mileage that I'm losing, and, you know, have peace of mind. But yeah, anyway, I'm about to head to my hotel here, settle in a bit, relax, and kind of wait for the pre-tournament. All right, in my hotel room now, in Ithaca, New York, and sitting down to dinner here. I got some Chinese food. Looking forward to that. Beef with broccoli, shrimp fried rice, my favorites. And then start rigging some rods up here, getting my stuff ready for tomorrow. Talk to my boater. We're boat number 5. So that's a 6:30 blast off, 2:30 check-in. So got that going for us. And he said that, well, first of all, a bit of an issue is that apparently they sprayed a lot of the grass on the lake right after the Bass Pro Tour event happened. They sprayed a lot of grass on the lake, so a lot of people are saying it's been a grind. But I'm thinking I'm gonna kind of do 3 spinning rods and 3 casting rods again, good balance. Obviously a drop shot, a Senko, maybe some kind of soft plastic. I'm thinking a swim jig and a crankbait and a topwater to start off with, and then we'll kind of see how the day progresses. But boater said that he wants to go after largemouth first thing, and then maybe go down lake and try and find some smallmouth. He says it's been a grind, but the smallmouth he's been getting are good ones. So, well, obviously first priority is basically catch a fish. You know, if I catch a keeper, I'm basically into the regionals. I did some of the calculations, And if I catch a keeper, I'm in. Obviously, I got to be able to do that, knock on wood. And then, you know, I'm thinking usually somebody has a 20-pound bag here, but if I can get somewhere into the double digits, I might be looking at fishing day 2, making that top 20%. So we'll see what happens. All right, let's roll. Are they?
And I ended up buying a storage unit. I built a storage unit complex. It's 12, right?
It might be. We'll bump them.
If mine's 12, that's good. So, I built storage units. I actually built those houses a million years ago.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, my business is growing so much. I can't keep up with the demand.
All right, I'm headed to the regional.
I think you can deliver goldfish and still make the regional fourth.
Oh, yeah. I basically spent I was spending the whole time doing like what if calculations. Well, not as big as I thought. Well, bump him. It's a little short now. Yeah, I mean, he thunked it and it was just dead weight. Ow. Yeah.
Fish.
And let's see here. He's gonna be close. Barely, like.
Yeah, I think he is.
Yeah, that's a tough one, isn't it?
Put him in a boat, and if he doesn't.
Yeah, he's barely. Man, yeah. What's that?
You got a flip?
Not with me. Well, I know which one he is. That's okay.
Yeah, you won't mistake.
Yeah. Man. Oh, you got a fish.
Ain't nothing big, but you're going in the box. Okay, just pull that right out.
Oh,
You go.
nice. Ah, nice. That should help a bit. Help you a bit. It's got some.
Here's where I was catching them out here, 15, 16 feet of water.
Oh, yeah? He's barely hooked.
Bring it right in, I'll lay it right down.
Oh, thank you. Son of a gun.
It's a good little spot, like a little cutout.
Yep. I just can't believe I'm catching all my fish cranking here. I thought, holy hell, every time I'm here, I'm usually pitching Senkos and throwing my jig in there, but this is wild. I can't tell yet.
Good one or no?
Yes, please. Never mind. Wrong species. Bastard.
Flying dart.
Yep. I had my heart racing for a second. Let's see here. God damn you.
John Piscatty from Warriors Mark, Pennsylvania, fishing on the Cayuga side. Got 2 in the bag for me. How we doing today, John?
Doing decent. How about yourself?
Good. Glad to have you here.
Yep.
Got 2 that's going to weigh 2 pounds, 2 ounces for you today.
Can I say something real quick?
Absolutely.
I just want to say that I dedicate this season to my father. We lost him recently from cancer. We'll never forget him.
Absolutely. Family is very important in this game.
Oxygen goes, you're wondering why.
I got 2 here.
Oxygen, less, are they both wide?
Yep.
Less oxygen, a little bit more, and more.
Well, folks, I'm actually filming this outro about 2 weeks after the tournament happened, so please bear with me. Since I got back, I've had very little free time, just a lot of things going on. Anyway, as you can see, my bid for Co-Angler of the Year came up a bit short. I just wasn't able to find that many keepers. You know, I caught 2 keepers. Both of them were on a 3XD crankbait, just cranking kind of the transition areas and some of the grass edges, and I'd say maybe 9 to 15 feet of water. Other than the pickerel on the Nico rigged Senko, I did not catch a fish on plastics or jigs or anything like that, which was really strange. Usually I'm up there pitching into the weeds. I'm pitching Senkos, plastics, things like that into the weeds up there, and maybe working some finesse techniques down the grass edges, but that just wasn't happening for me, right? Apparently what had happened was the grass, they started spraying for the grass about a week or 2 before the tournament happened, and the grass looked really unhealthy. It was kind of grayish, and that was one of the big complaints I heard from like a lot of people in the field. So I think that definitely played a key role and had an effect on it. And then the other thing is, I didn't see that many smallmouth caught. Like, you know, the week before, or the couple weeks before, they had the Bass Pro Tour up there, and one of the hot patterns was guys were going out with the live sonar, and they were seeing the schools of smallmouth, and they were putting it down, and they were putting a drop shot or something like that down there, and they were hooking them that way. People tried to do that, but I did not see that many smallmouth weighed in, which was really unusual. I do want to give a shout out to my boater, Jeff Curry. He's a real cool, funny guy, and he actually taught me quite a bit and took some time out of his day to show me some stuff. He caught a lot of it. He caught his fish. He caught a limit on spinner baits and drop shots. And I will say, like, he was actually really nice, and he took time to show me some of his live sonar. I mean, he has the Lowrance one, the Lowrance active target, but it's kind of become, you know, you've seen me talk about it and heard me talk about the live scope I bought earlier this year, and I've still been kind of trying to learn I haven't had as much time out in the water, but I've been trying to learn to use it for bass and in the open water a bit, and some of it, what he taught me, actually paid off, because, you know, like I said, this is 2 weeks after the tournament, but just this past weekend I was out in Sayers here, and I can say that I caught my first fish actually that I saw in the live scope hitting, you know, because there was a crate, like they have a bunch, at Sayers there's a bunch of small man-made cribs and wood structures they put in the lake each year, and I had one marked. I threw my drop shot at it, I seen it go down right next to it, and then right after that, thunk, I had a nice 4-pound largemouth in the boat. So that was a big help, and I do want to give a shout out to him. Now, I ended up in 8th place in the Northeast Division on the co-angler side for overall points. So I was in 4th before the tournament and moved down a bit after this one. So it wasn't quite the storybook ending I was looking for, and it wasn't quite the way to go out on my vacation that I was looking for. But anyway, it's still, a top 10 finish. I feel like I'm pretty proud of that and happy with it. And it's been a great year. I've kind of transitioned. I've kind of been more out of the back of the boat this year, partially just because of, I've been trying to learn some new things and really kind of take my game as a boater to the next level and kind of work my way up a bit. And also, and unfortunately, I'm having an issue with my boat's live well right now, so that's kind of why you haven't seen me. That and just, I haven't had as much time to fish, just with getting engaged and obviously my father's death a few months ago. But I just haven't had as much time out in the water with a lot of things going on in my personal life. But anyway, the good news is that the 8th place is still well within the top 45 cutoff for the regional, so I will be fishing the James River in October. I'm really excited about that. The James River, it's a spot it's a place I've never been to, and it's very new to me. I'm kind of trying to get as much intel as I can right now, but I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited about that one. How it works is everybody fishes the first 2 days, and then that Saturday, the top 10 advance, and the top 6 overall. I think that's how it works. The top 6 advance to the BFL All-American. So, I would love to be able to do that and really kind of advance and get to compete with some more guys at that level. Also, I need a big favor from you guys if you could help out. Hoping to fish the Toyota Series Northern Division on the St. Lawrence River. Is coming up 2 weeks from today. Today is September 9th, and that's going to be on September 22nd through 24th, 2022. So yeah, 2 weeks. And you saw me fish the first Toyota Series on the Potomac, and I didn't do the Champlain one, but I am looking to do this one. I signed up for it about a month ago, and I was put on the co-angler waiting list. And I called up the other day to actually register for the BFL regional, and they told me I was 17th on the the wait list for co-anglers. So if you're fishing that tournament as a pro or boater and you would link with me, that would be great. That would be a big help. Or if you know anyone who's looking for somebody to link with, that would be great as well. Or if you're looking to jump into that tournament, or you know anyone else who is, please spread the word, because that was a great experience to learn from a lot of those guys. There's touring pro level guys competing at those tournaments, and it was a great experience. I would love to do it again. So it would be a big help to all of us co-anglers on the waiting list. So if you could please keep that in mind, I would greatly appreciate it. But yeah, like I said, overall, pretty pleased with how the season went, and I'm excited for kind of the next few months. Excited to keep learning and continue on this journey. And I'm hoping to get a bigger boat here in the near future. So I'm hoping that I could once I get the kinks worked out with my tracker, I'll be able to upgrade here in the near future. Obviously, with the I'm engaged, so got the wedding coming up and looking to make some other big purchases here, but I think I can work it all in. But yeah, I want to thank y'all for joining me. Please remember to like, comment, anything below. If you have any questions or anything, let me know. Subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I'll see you in the next one.